stayed a few nights at the incredible Origins Bed and Breakfast in Cottonwood, Arizona. We used the B&B as a jumping off point to take a ride on the historic and quite entertaining Verde Canyon Railroad. We greatly enjoyed the laid-back tour as the historic train ride took us over bridges, through a tunnel, into canyons, and even past a backdrop for Western movies. All this plus an air-conditioned and comfortable railroad car, along with fascinating history and storytelling as we explored the backcountry of the Verde Canyon and along the Verde River. Join us as we travel on the Verde Canyon Railroad.
The Verde Canyon Railroad was built starting in 1911 and supported the copper mining in Jerome up the mountain from Clarkdale. A train had already been operating since 1895, moving the mining ore from Jerome down the mountain. This route connected Clarkdale with Drake, Arizona. Today it's purely for the entertainment of tourists and locals alike to experience a train and the beautiful sights along the way.
Hi to everyone, let's make today a great day.
Jerome was a tiny town up the steep angled mountainside 2,000 feet above the Verde Valley floor. There were over 15,000 residents at one point during the town's heyday. The mines in Jerome produced billions of dollars worth of copper and other minerals over the years. The United Verde and Pacific Railway built the railway back in 1911 to support the ongoing mining operation in Jerome. The builder, William Andrews Clark, also owned the United Verde Copper Company.
This stretch of railway was built from Clarkdale to Drake. It had a 734-foot tunnel carved through a canyon. A trestle was built spanning a 175-foot gorge, appropriately named SOB Canyon. The railroad began hauling passengers and freight in 1912 and continued until the mine closed. In 1912, William A. Clark founded the town of Clarkdale, his namesake, as a model company town for the United Verde Copper Company smelter and employees. The smelter operated for more than 45 years, providing jobs and economic growth for the town. Through tourism, the railroad continues to add the economy, even though the mines have been closed for over half a century.
On November 23, 1990, the first excursion train of the Verde Canyon Railroad rolled out of the Clarkdale Depot. An average of 100,000 people per year ride the Verde Canyon Railroad to see the beauty and marvel at the history of the past. The FP7 locomotives were built in 1953 for the Alaska Railroad and are two of only 10 remaining in North America. They easily pulled the quarter-mile length of passenger cars. On March 8, 1997, they debuted on the Verde Canyon Railroad tracks. In 2019, the engines received a facelift with an American bald eagle motif.
Now you know Jason's a big Kansas City sports. These cars are Bud Stainless cars. They were built by the Bud Stainless Company in 1938. They ran on one of the most famous rail lines in the country, the El Capitan line, that ran all the way from Chicago to LA. The yellow cars are Pullman standard cars. They're a little longer, hold more people. Mostly were configured in coach configuration. They held up to 100 people in coach configuration.
Oh, wow.
They were built in 1946. Most of them ran up and down the eastern seaboard.
At the train depot, the John Bell Museum's renovated boxcar is packed with the interesting history of the trail line, a collection of memorabilia and historic artifacts spanning more than a century. Storyboards provide facts about the many animals, plants, people, the FP7 locomotives, and historic rail cars. Boxcar Gift Store is where you can shop for souvenirs and clothing, home decor, and keepsakes representing the Canyon, Railroad, and the Southwest. They also have local regional artists, jewelry, and books. The Copper Spike Cafe, where Daryl got a hamburger, is located in the depot. There's an entree to suit everyone's taste. And please note, there are snack trays that are provided as part of your ticket. The champagne and snack tray is complimentary, but not the burger and chips. And there's a patio beverage area that's open seasonally and features an assortment of craft beers on tap, as well as signature margaritas and private label wines.
As mentioned before, the train depot is located in Clarkdale, and this is a map just showing you the directions from the Origins Bed and Breakfast. But a sign, Verde Canyon Railroad, is posted on Highway 98A past the Tuzagoot National Monument. Bear right onto Broadway, you cross this one-lane bridge and park in the designated parking area across the street from the train depot. The 4-hour ride on the Verde Canyon Railroad's historic route from Clarkdale to the historic Perkinsville Ranch and Train Depot, 20 miles one way and back, into Arizona's other Grand Canyon, it is an unforgettable adventure. This historic railroad runs through a protected corridor at the river's edge, lined with towering red rock pinnacles, over 45 bridges, through a stimulating 734-foot man-made tunnel carved through the solid rock over a century ago. As it's leaving the depot, the train passes by a hill made up of the old copper smelter's byproducts. The remains of the support structure are still visible, but no longer supporting anything.
Perkinsville is named for M.A. Perkins, who established a cattle ranch here in 1900. The railroad buildings include the depot, water tower, and the station master's house. Nearby was a limestone quarry and kiln for producing lime used as flux in the Clarkdale smelter. Perkinsville was used in the early 1960s as a filming location for scenes in How the West Was Won. Also, Perkinsville and the train was used to produce a music video named Goodbye in 1992 by the band Air Supply.
As far as the eye can see, wildlife, high desert foliage, and rugged terrain are visible on this year-round adventure into a lush riparian habitat along the Verde River. As the train winds through the canyon, you'll be treated to incredible views of towering cliffs and dramatic rock formations. Keep an eye out for iconic rock features like the aptly named The Turtle, Jay Leno, and others that showcase the rugged beauty of the Arizona landscape. Railroad workers back in the day named these shapes up on the mountains as a type of navigation.
The train takes a 20-mile trip to Perkinsville. They disconnect the engines and move them to the other end of the train on a parallel utility track. And you can give them a high five as they pass right by the train cars. This takes around 10 minutes when they stop and move the cars. During this time, staff provided entertaining stories and facts about the Perkinsville area.
Now, all passenger cars are climate controlled and each one has a restroom. Each car has large panoramic windows and access to an open air viewing car for 360-degree viewing, with lots of fresh canyon air and a knowledgeable staff that narrates about the 110 years of history on the 4-hour, 40-mile round trip. The exclusive caboose is designed for one private party of 6 or fewer adults. The train also meets ADA requirements. Each exclusively decorated passenger car accommodates 28 to 40 passengers on plush, upholstered furniture. Full bar service at one seat is featured, and appetizers are complimentary. A champagne or sparkling cider toast is offered upon boarding.
This is a great excursion for families and kids. There were kids on our trip, and they were having a great time. A journey on the Verde Canyon Railroad is more than just a train ride. It's an immersive experience that allows you to witness the breathtaking beauty of the Verde Canyon up close. From the incredible wildlife and natural wonders of hidden gems of Clarkdale, there's something for everyone to enjoy. So hop aboard, relax, and let the Verde Canyon Railroad whisk you away on an unforgettable adventure through the heart of Arizona's stunning landscape.
And look, if you like this content, you will want to check out all our other videos covering nearby attractions to Cottonwood, including the Mounting Town up in Jerome, Tuzagoot National Monument, as well as Chapel of the Holy Cross and Bell Rock closer to Sedona. Also check out all our other videos covering the many fun and historical attractions on our epic Arizona trip. Do us a favor and subscribe, that way you know when we will put a video out. Like that video and share it with your family and friends, they're going to enjoy it too. Don't forget to put a comment below if you're ridden on the Verde Canyon Railroad yourself. Thanks for watching. As always, we will see you in the next video.